Which rookie will have the most impact for the Chicago Bears in their first season? So let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And let's hop into this. So the Bears drafted 7 new rookies in their draft class this season. And they were the following, just to recap for you guys: Colson Loveland, Luther Burden, Ozzie Trapilo, Shamar Turner, Ruben Hypolite, Zoff Frazier, Luke Newman, and Kyle Monangai. All right, so those were the 7 guys. And I want to talk about, hey, who's going to make the biggest impact in year 1? Now, it is easy to just assume it is going to be your top picks, right? But I feel like there is a chance for some of these, lower picks to make just as much, if not more, impact than some of these top draft picks. So, for example, right, you take a look at a guy like a Luther Burden. I think Luther Burden is going to be a stud for us for years to come. But I don't know how much impact he's going to have in year 1, because I think the ball is going to go a lot to DJ and to Rome. I mean, don't get me wrong. He is definitely going to be involved in the offense, and he's the wide receiver 3. But I feel like those 2 guys are going to get the rock a lot. And, we're going to go ahead and bring Luther along. And then you take a look at Colson Loveland as well, right? Definitely think he's going to be impactful. But, he's going to be the tight end too, right? You got Cole Kmet, who is still going to be the presumed starter. And so you want to go ahead and, ease him into it as well. And rookie tight ends tend to struggle a little bit. So there are holes you can poke in both of these guys to where you could say, oh, hey, maybe they don't make the most impact right away. Well, then you take a look at the other guys, and Ozzie Trapilo, Shamar Turner, Ruben Hypolite. I feel like the guy that is going to surprise a lot of us is going to be Ozzie Trapilo, because he's a guy that, to me, again, a lot of fans probably didn't have him as the guy. There was a lot of other offensive linemen that we were looking at, myself included, right? From, the guys in the top 10 to the guys at the bottom of the first round. Well, Ozzie Trapilo is a guy who's got the chance to start right away, right? Obviously, Braxton Jones is the presumed starter at the left tackle spot. I know there's been word about, Darnell Wright moving over to the left side. That's not happening. Ryan Poles pretty much kind of dismissed it and said he's staying on the right side, and it's going to be a competition as far as, the guys behind Braxton with Ozzie and Kieran Amagaji, right? That the guy we drafted last season. So we take a look at Ozzie Trapilo. What if he's just good enough to beat out Kieran? And then Braxton coming back, maybe he doesn't have, his rhythm. Maybe he's just not the same right away, right? Maybe he's not fully healthy. And, dude, Ozzie Trapilo is massive. The dude is a truck, all right? Just having him out there with his sheer size is going to give us an advantage. And so, to me, I truly, truly do believe Ozzie Trapilo has a chance to be very impactful. But is he my pick? I can't go there yet. I think I'm going to stick, though, with Colson Loveland. And I know I just poked a hole in Colson Loveland, but hear me out. The reason I'm sticking with Colson Loveland is because Ben Johnson drafted this guy with his first ever pick as a head coach. All right, first ever pick. That means something. That means that you put all your, kind of hope into this guy, into proving you right. And I feel like Ben Johnson is the type of guy. We know he's got a little bit of an ego, and that's totally fine and all. And I love it because he always backs it up. He's going to go out there and he's going to prove to you why he took Colson Loveland, not only at number 10, but over the other guy who's presumed to be the better tight end in Tyler Warren. So Colson Loveland is going to be a mismatch all over the field for defenses. He's a guy who's 6'6". He's a guy who can literally run like a wide receiver, catch like a wide receiver, but he's the size of a tight end. And so you're just going to see him be Caleb Williams' security blanket. And I think he's going to easily overtake Cole Kmet midway through the season. All right. So to me, I feel like, again, might be the square pick here, but Colson Loveland to me is going to be the guy that will make the most impact. It might not be right away. That's why I was saying, like, hey, maybe Maybe Ozzie Trapilo makes the impact right away because Braxton Jones might not be ready or not be fully healthy. But later on, as the season goes on, man, I'm telling you right here, right now, Ben Johnson is going to make it his mission to make Colston Loveland a problem in this league. All right, so I'm so excited because he's that guy that you can line up anywhere. He's going to be a mismatch, and he's going to be a guy who you can get easy completions for Caleb, which is what you want, right? Your young quarterback to be able to get easy completions. You definitely want that. So to me, it's Colston Loveland. Ozzie Trapilo is another candidate. And a sleeper pick to me, obviously, is our 7th-round running back in Kyle Mananga, who, again, I've mentioned this before. Could he be our Isaiah Pacheco? Could he be the guy where, hey, we're at a weak position in our running back room, and he just comes in and he just impresses all the coaches, and he's the guy who should probably got in the 5th round. We look at him as a 7th-round pick, but the talent, says that he's a higher pick than that, and he just earns it in, training camp, in the start of the season, and maybe he starts out as the RB2, right? And then boom, right? Maybe you go ahead and you split work with DeAndre Swift, and then as the season goes on and on, you're like, this kid's really good. We got to get him starting reps. Hey, crazier things have happened, right? That's why I keep bringing up the Pacheco point, because the Chiefs probably never drafted him thinking he'd be their starting running back, and that's what ended up happening. So those are my 3 kind of guys here. My pick, though, again, most impact, going to be Colston Loveland, but it's going to be a slow process here. It's not going to be right away. And then Ozzie Trapilo is a sleeper, and then a deep sleeper is going to be Kyle Mananga. So let me know what you guys think. Who is your biggest sleeper as far as impact for a rookie for the Bears in their first season? Or so I should say, who do you think as a rookie will make the most impact for the Bears? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know. As always, thanks for watching.